Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to this, your very first reading of 2025. This is your January reading and predictions. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. My name is Marnie, also known as the Intuitive Butterfly. I am a psychic medium, a certified counselor, and a certified hypnotherapist with more than 25 years experience. We're going to dive right into your reading here, Aquarius. The first cards we're going to pull are going to be where you are at now. We will also be looking at what you are focusing on for the month of January, difficult influences, and what you don't see coming. Okay. Queen of Swords and the Hermit coming out for where you are at now, Aquarius. I pull these cards so that we can get a general overview of where you are at as you're coming into this particular month that the reading is for. So this Queen of Swords and Hermit are about your energy here at the end of December as I'm recording this video for January reading. The Queen of Swords is probably the most pensive queen that we have in the deck. She is a rather stern figure. Okay. She is less empathetic and compassionate than the other queens in the deck. She does still tap into her divine feminine. Don't get me wrong, she is a queen. But unlike the other queens who, for example, may act on emotional impulse, this is a queen who will take a step back. She will make a decision from her mental mind, Aquarius, from up here. She doesn't always tap in here before she makes a decision. And therefore, she can sometimes be perceived as being cold in her life, her decisions, and the direction that she's taking. And then we have the Hermit coming in here as well. And the Hermit is the card of quiet contemplation. So it does seem like as we exit the month of December and as we exit 2024, Aquarius, you're being asked to withdraw slightly and go into that place of quiet contemplation, not only tapping into this. Typically when we see the Hermit, it's about tapping into our intuition because we're going into quiet contemplation, but also tap into what your mind is saying, and then really find the balance between those two before you move ahead on any decisions that you need to make. There's something else coming in for you here, Aquarius. Okay. What I'm picking up, Aquarius, is that you are on the verge of making some very, very big and significant changes in your life. For many of the Aquarius collective, and this is a general reading. This is a general reading for the Aquarius collective. For many of you, you have been feeling lost for quite some time. You've been feeling stuck in a duality. You've been feeling stuck as if things are moving in slow motion in your life. You want things to speed up. You're feeling like something is not sitting right. It's kind of like when the vast majority, let me explain it this way. The vast majority of people on the planet are either right hand or left hand dominant. And therefore, when they cross their fingers like this, or when they cross their legs, as my son used to say when he was in daycare, crisscross applesauce, we have a dominant side. One hand likes to go over top of the other hand, and when we cross them the other way, it feels like we're out of alignment. It feels like we've jumped into the wrong reality. It's like when we live in a big city. This is another example. When you live in a big city, and for example, your favorite radio station is on 95.5. And by accident, one day you put it on 95.3. And you can still hear a little bit of the bleed through. There's some static in the background. You know that what song they're playing, but it sounds funny, and you're like, oh, something's not right. Something's not lining up. Okay. That's how the vast majority of the Aquarius collective have been feeling the last 3 to 5 years. Okay. You still feel like you're in reality. You can still hear the music playing, but it sounds wrong. It's not in tune with you anymore. And I get the sense that 2025 Aquarius is going to be about you shifting into the right radio station, that right frequency where the music comes through clearly, where your intentions come through more clearly, where you gain that clarity. So let's dive into the rest of your reading. I'm getting actually called back to this Light Seers Tarot. If you are interested in any of the decks you see in my reading today, I will leave affiliate links in the description down below. Also, I want to take this opportunity to let you know that right now, from December the 15th through until January the 15th, I am currently running my annual special. Every year, I run a special 13-card reading, and it's only offered from December 15th through till January 15th. There's a link in the description down below. This is a general reading for all of the Aquarius out there. If you are interested in delving deeper into your own personal situation with an overview of 2025, click on the link down below and book a private session with me. I'm going to leave that there. All right, Aquarius. Okay, what Aquarius is focusing on? Okay. It's interesting here, Aquarius, that this is the second time that you have received a minor arcana with a major arcana immediately following. In the first two cards that you've had, of course, the Queen of Swords and the Hermit come out. And you now have the Six of Wands coming out and the Moon coming out. The Six of Wands, for what you are focusing on in January, the Six of Wands is a card of celebration. It's a card of acknowledgement. It's a card of you are finally being recognized for your achievements and accomplishments. In fact, the Six of Wands comes out sometimes if you're doing readings for somebody right before they're about to go into an award show and they're saying, am I going to win? And if they are in fact going to win, oftentimes the Six of Wands is the card that comes out. Okay. It's a card of acknowledgement of your achievements, of who you are. It's a card of recognition that you're someone special, you're someone different, and you are going to make a difference in the world, in the individual lives of the people that you come into contact with. You are a visionary, Aquarius. You are different from the rest of the zodiac signs in this regard. Now, each zodiac sign, of course, has their own positive features and their own detriments, the same way that you have your positive features and your detriments. But one of the positive features of Aquarius is that you are a game changer. You are a catalyst. When you waltz into people's lives, Aquarius, people change. You are a catalyst for change. But very, very few Aquarians are ever recognized or acknowledged for their ability and capacity to change people's lives for the positive. This card coming up in what you are focusing on in the month of January is your invitation to step into the limelight, Aquarius. Step out of that behind the scenes, quiet little mouse who helps people out, and step out and sing at the top of your voice, I can help. I am a catalyst. I help people change their lives. This is going out to some of those people out there that are coaches, that are counselors, doctors, lawyers, songwriters, artists. There's a lot of artists and songwriters in the Aquarian Collective. There's a lot of extremely creative people in the Aquarian Collective. And this is your invitation to step into the limelight and to continue to be the catalyst for change for the world collective. You have the moon coming out as well. Now, the moon card is an interesting card, Aquarius, in that the moon card asks us to tap deeply into our deepest dreams and desires. The moon, of course, typically only comes out at night. The moon has phases and cycles. She has a dark side and a light side. Which Aquarius doesn't have a dark side and a light side? So there are a number of different messages that come out when the moon comes out in a reading. One of them is pay attention to what happens in those still, quiet moments in the evening and nighttime. Pay attention to your dreams, lucid dreams, meditative images, whatever. Pay attention right now, Aquarius. They're really, really important. But also at this time, it's really important for you, Aquarius, to keep in mind that you are meant to be coming out of the shadows, out of the dark side of the moon and stepping into your light. All right. Where are we going next? I'm getting called in two different directions here. All right, we might be mixing up. Yeah, we'll be. Okay. The Everyday Little Itty Bitty Witch Tarot decided to kick out about 20 cards. And we only need one or two cards. So, Aquarius, let's collect up all of these itty bitty cards. And let's ask for 2 or 3 cards for Aquarius for difficult influences. Difficult influences. Anything else for Aquarius? Anything else for Aquarius? Oh, and we still had just a bunch of cards come out for Aquarius. I'm going to keep that card out because it fell out by itself. Aquarius, 2 to 3 cards. Anything else for Aquarius difficult influences? Yeah. Okay. In your difficult influences, Aquarius, you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, okay. The Hermit is about going into quiet contemplation, perhaps being in a meditative state, paying attention to that still small voice within. The Moon, of course, is about paying attention to our dreams, be them lucid dreams or regular dreams in your sleeping time. Sometimes the Moon can indicate withdraw for quiet contemplation. The Queen of Swords is in quiet contemplation on her card. And then in your difficult influences, you have the Queen of Wands coming out. The Queen of Wands is a card of action. She's a card that says, hey, once you've made a decision or a choice, get on with it. Take some action. So Aquarius, with the Six of Wands and the Queen of Wands coming out, like this in your reading, with this being what you're focusing on and this being in your difficult influences, there's hesitation on your part to step out. You prefer to be in all of this quiet contemplation. You like this place. Stepping out into this, stepping out into the limelight, taking the action that's going to bring you out into that limelight, yeah, that's when you go and you withdraw again. Okay. This reading, Aquarius, is about you stepping outside of your comfort zone. In 2025, you must step out of your comfort zone in order to be able to achieve your goals and in order to stay on top of your game as the catalyst for change in this world. The other card that came up in your difficult influences is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about succeeding in all of your relationships and everything falling into place and everything kind of being tickety-boo and perfect and oh my goodness, I'm so lucky and everything in my life is perfect. This card coming up in your difficult influences is indicating that as you step up and step into this role as the change maker, and as you're celebrated for your ability to be able to do that, not everyone's going to like you. Aquarians are people pleasers. And as much as they are catalysts for change, and as much as they help people change, most Aquarians have the ability to do that while still having people like them. That's not going to be possible going forward. Okay. In order to continue to be the catalyst for change that you are, to help people to grow and to help people to see, to help people to change and shift into the frequencies of the new earth, there are going to be people. Hello, Cheeseburger. This is my son's kitten. He brought him home a couple weeks ago. You want to look at the camera? There you go. Say hi, Cheeseburger. My son named him Cheeseburger, and he is a wild and crazy guy. Aren't you? Yeah, you're wild and crazy. There you go. All right, down you go. Okay, Aquarius. It's not always going to be possible for you to have everyone like you. And that's what this Ten of Cups is saying. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. So long as you are acting from a place of genuine care and compassion for the people that you are helping in this world. Just a moment. I'm going to have to get rid of Cheeseburger. Oh, the Cheeseburger is out of the way now. Okay. So Aquarius, like I was saying, not everyone is going to like you for being the catalyst in their life. But so long as you are acting from a place of love and compassion and a genuine desire to help people, whether they have the ability and capacity to be able to see that or not, that's on them. That's part of their lesson. That's part of what they have. Okay. And here we go. Aquarius, in order for you to be able to step into the limelight, you need to also recognize abundance is your divine right. Okay. For many Aquarians, they've been doing this work for a long time. But as much as they have never been properly given the accolades and being acknowledged for the work that they've done, they've also, many Aquarians have not been financially compensated or abundantly compensated for the work that they've done. So as you move into 2025, doing this work that you do, this catalyst for change work, remember that you also deserve to be abundant. It's your divine right. Okay. And stay open-minded. Okay. As we change and as we shift, yes, stay open-minded, Aquarius, because there's new opportunities presenting themselves every day and they're there for you. There's new opportunities coming up for you. Let's take a look at what you don't see coming. Oh, we've got some more intuition coming in here for you, Aquarius. More of a call for you to tap into your intuition. What else do we have? Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles coming in for you. Six of Pentacles is the card of karma and compromise. Okay. Not everything is going to be black and white. So compromise and karma is what you don't see coming. The cheeseburger is back underneath, nibbling on my feet. And as I mentioned, there are two more cards here calling you towards your intuition. Okay. You have the inner voice card here. The inner voice card corresponds to the High Priestess. And you have the trust card. Okay. Sometimes you have to just take a leap of faith. And I do sense that for many Aquarians, 2025 is a huge year of taking leaps of faith for you. Aquarians are going to have to step outside of their box and step outside of their comfort zone in 2025. It is time for Aquarius to do this. Let's see what else we have. There's three more cards. I'm not sure if they're going to fall out before I get to the end of the deck here. Cheeseburger, you're going to have to go. Okay. These came flying up here. Yes. Okay. Aquarius, in your final overall outcome for January, you have the Eight of Autumn. The Eight of Autumn is about needing to put in the work. You need to put in the work in order to be able to, yes, you're such a big helper. Thank you, Cheeseburger. You need to put in the work this month in order to be able to move forward. Thank you for helping. You're making it a little bit difficult here. When we look at the tarot, the Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds for the future. The Eight of Pentacles is about tending those seeds. It's about doing the work, tending them, watering them, caring for them. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles is about things being ripe for the picking. You have done a good job. You have done the work. And that's the very next card in your reading. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, Nine of Pentacles is a card of you've done the work and there is a positive outcome there for you. And there are opportunities presenting themselves by the end of the month. And the final card in your reading is the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of needing to make a decision, but also recognizing that there are good things barreling towards you, Aquarius. You just need to put in the work and you have to be willing, ready, and able to step out of your comfort zone and step into the limelight. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget about the 13 card reading. You'll need to book that before the 15th of January.